everyone, welcome to our third part of adverbs. In the first two parts, we understood what are adverbs, its types and its comparative and superlative forms. Today we are going to understand the position of adverbs in a sentence, and it is going to be a bit tricky. So listen carefully and do the practice exercise. So let's start with our lecture. We will start understanding the positioning of adverbs with the definition of adverbs. So we understood that adverbs are those words which describes verbs, adjectives and adverbs. If you have a verb in a sentence, it can be a transitive verb or intransitive verb. Now we have done transitive and intransitive verbs in our previous lectures. If you want to revise, I will give the link of the video in description box. You can just go and check it out. So transitive verbs are those verbs which have any object linked with them, and intransitive are those where there is no object. So let's make it easy, and the formation of sentences will be like subject plus verb plus adverb if there is no object. But if there is an object, then the formation will be subject plus verb plus object plus adverb. Means that adverb will never come between verb and object. Let's understand this with an example. If we make a sentence, she speaks politely. Now she is the subject, speaks verb, politely is the adverb. So we use adverb just after the verb and there is no object. Let's take another example. She gave her speech politely. Now the verb is gave, her speech is object, and we put the adverb after the object. So it will be the simple formation that never an adverb will come between a verb and an object. So talking about adjectives and adverbs, the adverb will always come before adjective and adverb. Like she is very pretty. Now pretty is an adjective and very is an adverb, and it is coming before the adjective. Or she speaks very politely. Now politely is adverb and very is also an adverb, and it is coming before the adverb. So in case of verb, it will come after the verb, and in case of adjectives and adverbs, an adverb will always come before these two. Now let's understand the position of the adverb enough. When you have to use an adverb enough in a sentence, it will come always after the word it is defining, like kind enough, rich enough, old enough, poor enough. Example, he is old enough to pick these boxes up. Or he is poor enough to afford a big bungalow. So here enough is defining old and poor, and it will come after these words only. The next adverb we are going to understand is only. You have used this adverb a number of times, but it is actually a game changer. You have to position it very carefully because it can change the sense of the whole sentence, and we use this word before the word it is modifying, and it can modify number of subjects or things in a sentence. For example, I lent him 10 rupees. I am going to change this sentence by using only in 4 different sentences. The first sentence is I lent him only 10 rupees. Second sentence, I lent only him 10 rupees. Third sentence, I only lent him 10 rupees. And the last sentence is only I lent him 10 rupees. Did you see how we make 4 different sentences out of a single sentence by using one adverb, that is only? Now let's understand its meaning. So the first sentence is I lent him only 10 rupees. It means that someone has lent somebody only 10 rupees and not more than that. Let's look at the next sentence. I lent only him 10 rupees. Here it is modifying him. That means I have only given him 10 rupees, nobody else. Third sentence. I only lent him 10 rupees. That means I have only lent 10 rupees but not any more help. And in the fourth sentence, only I lent him 10 rupees. That means that nobody other lent him any money than me. But I have only lent him some money. So this way you can make different sentences, but you have to take care that what word you are defining or modifying and put that adverb only before that. Next is adverbs of frequency and time. So these adverbs are like never, ever, always, seldom, often, etc. These adverbs come before the main verb and after the auxiliary verb. For example, he often visits us. Often here is the adverb of frequency and visit is the main verb. We put often before the visit. Let's modify it. He is often seen here. Now here the main verb is seen. There is also an auxiliary verb is. So we will put the adverb often after is. So the sentence is he is often seen here. Let's modify it more. He shall often ask for soup in the evening. Here shall is also an auxiliary verb. So we put it after shall. We read that adverb of manner always comes after the verb. Sometimes we can also put these adverbs of manner while in the starting of the sentence. Example, clearly this house is far costly than that one. Here, clearly is the adverb of manner and we have used it in the beginning of the sentence. But whenever you are using an adverb of manner in the beginning of the sentence, you will always put a comma there. Sometimes you may find more than one adverb in a sentence. Then the order of the adverbs will be adverb of manner, then place and then time. And the acronym it is forming is MPT. The example is he laughed heartily while watching the series here last evening. Here heartily is the adverb of manner, whereas here is the adverb of place and evening is the adverb of time. And the last point is when there are verbs of perception, that is those verbs which are related to our five senses like taste, look, touch, smell, feel, etc. When you have these kind of words, you will always use adjective form but never the adverb. For example, this ice cream tastes sweet. We never say sweetly. We use adjective here. Or he felt sad on the death of his pet cat. Here we will use sad, not sadly, because it is coming after the verbs of perception. So that's all about adverbs and it's time to do the exercise.
The first question is, rewrite the following sentences by inserting the words in brackets in the correct place. The first sentence is, the plane has landed and the adverb to be filled is just. So just is the adverb of frequency or time and it has to be filled between the helping verb and main verb. So the answer will be the plane has just landed. Second, she was careful to notice the error and the adverb is enough. So enough comes after the word it is defining. So it will be she was careful enough to notice the error. The third sentence, he went back home yesterday, and the adverb is only. You can make the sentence as per your choice also. So the answer will be only he went back home yesterday. Fourth, he did not like our business clearly, and it is the adverb of manner, and it can come in the beginning of the sentence. So the sentence will be clearly, comma, he did not like our business. Fifth, the princess was crying, and the adverb is bitterly, which is again an adverb of manner. So it will come after the verb. The princess was crying bitterly. Sixth, Jasmine plays the piano well for her age, and the adverb to be filled is incredibly. So it will come before another adverb, and the another adverb is well. So the answer will be Jasmine plays the piano incredibly well for her age. Seventh, she packed her suitcase. Again adverb of manner. So she packed her suitcase carefully. There is somebody at home in the evenings, and the adverb is always. So the sentence is there is always somebody at home in the evening. Ninth, without treatment she will die. With adverb it will be without treatment she will certainly die. 10th, she is seen in public. Adverbs rarely and nowadays. So nowadays she is rarely seen in public. 11th, I behaved foolishly at the party last night. 12th, the principal called the entire staff for an emergency meeting, and the answer will be the principal suddenly called the entire staff for an emergency meeting yesterday. 13th, we have to reach the office by 10 usually. So it will be we usually have to reach the office by 10. 14th, she was seen in the market center. Just. So she was just seen in the market center. 15th, he shall meet us in the park. So he shall meet us in the park this evening. 16th, he performed at the live debate. The adverbs are badly last night. So he performed badly at the live debate. The question number 2. Rewrite the following sentences by converting the underlined phrases into one-word adverbs. And you may have to make some other changes too. First sentence, the audience applauded the clown's performance in a generous manner. And the answer is, the audience applauded the clown's performance generously. Second, by sheer luck, we got seats in the first row of the theatre. Answer, luckily, we got seats in the first row of the theatre. Third, his answers to all the questions were clever. Now we have to change this sentence also. So the sentence will be, he answered to all the questions cleverly. Fourth, India's population increases by 1 crore in a year. Answer, India's population increases by 1 crore annually. Fifth, on some occasions we got out on a field trip. It will become occasionally we got out on a field trip. Sixth, Anne is doing her homework at this moment. Answer, Anne is doing her homework presently. Take this medicine 2 times in a day. Take this medicine twice daily. Eighth, she deals with her daughter's tantrums in a firm manner. She deals with her daughter's tantrums firmly. Ninth, handle the chinaware with care. Handle the chinaware carefully. 10th, it is surprising that all her answers are correct. So the answer is, surprisingly, all her answers are correct. third question, underline the correct option in the following sentences and you will find verbs of perception here. And we have understood that with the verbs of perception, we only use adjectives but not adverbs. So let's start. First, Jasmine always smells sweet or sweetly. Now smell is the verb of perception, so we will take sweet. So Jasmine always smells sweet. Second, he looked quite sad after he lost the match. Third, this music sounds soothing to the ears. Fourth, the kid feels very happy to have visitors at home. Fifth, the dish tasted bitter as it had got burnt.